Welcome back to Two Shots of Rum. Hey, Rum.
Whatever.
We're kind of like clashing today.
Oh my god, we're really clashing.
We're wearing the opposite of each other's outfits.
Oh my god, but like in a bad way.
I'm wearing dark blue and dark pink, and you're wearing light blue and light pink.
Wait, this is purple, not blue.
That is literally blue.
Wait, no, it's not. It's literally purple.
Rum.
It's not blue.
It's blue.
In this lighting, it might look blue. I promise you it's purple. It's purple.
It's really blue.
No, it's not. It's like saying your shirt's black.
It like is.
No, your shirt's navy. Ram.
How's it going, Ram?
It's wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing really well, Baruch Hashem.
Please send regards.
I will. I have a story to tell you.
Oh, already getting into the story.
I purposely haven't told you because I wanted to tell you on the pod, and you're really going to be very proud of me.
Wait, I'm nervous.
So yesterday I was in Jerusalem with my friend Talia. Because last time I said my friend, and then she sent me a text. She was like, why did you say my friend and not my name? So Talia, I know you're watching. I'm saying your name.
Such a rat.
Anyways, so I went to go hang out with her. Haven't seen her in such a long time. Was so fun, amazing, great. Okay, first of all, first hack, Tachana Merkazi in Jerusalem is literally a mall. We just need to like get that out of the way.
Hey, I wouldn't.
We were hanging out at her house, and then she's getting married in a few months, and she wanted. Yeah, it's really exciting. Okay, let's move on. And I wanted to take her to my favorite mipachat stand, which does happen to be in Tachana Merkazi.
Right.
Every time I get a compliment on my mipachat, it's from Tachana
Wait,
Merkazi.
they're all the same.
True, but this one just like, it's just so good. And there's like clothing stores. Happy Lemon, I think is what I call it. It's like a home decor store. It's like really cute. They have Super Farm. They have everything. So if you're ever just like in a hurry,
be, like,
stop at
crusty.
Tachana Merkazi in Jerusalem.
Wait, Rom, it's really crusty.
So we're on the bus, and this old woman gets on.
Rom, stop.
And so we were like sitting in the front, and she like clearly was like struggling. So we got up. She didn't take the seat that we got up
Maybe
for.
she didn't see it.
It was literally right in
Maybe
front of her
she was blind.
She wasn't blind
How
because
do
she
you
was
know?
walking. Because I saw she wasn't blind. So she walks by her seat. She like almost falls down like 8 times. And so me and Talia are like, oh my God. We're like, what the heck? And then she goes back up to like talk to the bus driver. And then she starts yelling at him in English. And so she's like, well, how do you not know? Something Cinema City. And like, she's like yelling at him, whatever. And then me and Talia were like, we have to help her. Like, she literally is speaking perfect English. And then the lady next to us was like, do you guys speak English? Like, this miskana, like, go help her. And we were like, yeah, we're going to help her. So then we get off the bus, and then this other guy's like talking to her. And she's like, I'm just, like, she's like clearly very frustrated. And we were like, what, like, where are you trying to go? And she was like, I just want to know if, like, how to get back to Cinema City when I go home, whatever. She was like, does the 90 go to Cinema City? And we were like, yeah. And she's like, where do I get on? And we were like, right across the street. And she's like, but does it go to Cinema City? And we were like, yes, like we just said 2 seconds ago, it still goes to Cinema City. And it was like, I actually felt bad for her. Like, she was clearly very confused. And then she just like started talking, and she was like asking us where we're from and telling us that she made Aliyah 41 years ago, and that she's so happy that we live here, because if we didn't, then she would try to convince us to make Aliyah.
Oh my God, Rom.
And Rum, I was the nice one. Talia like had to stay quiet because she was like getting upset, and I was being nice. And
oh my gosh.
as we were walking, I was like, Rum would be so proud. And so I was nice to an old person yesterday.
Hey, first of all, I'm proud of you. And second of all,
Thanks,
this is
Ram.
the problem with the world, that people don't treat old people correctly. Like, she literally, Moser Nefesh, 41 years ago, moved across the world and made Aliyah. Like, give her some credit.
Well, first of all, the bus driver probably didn't speak English, so he probably didn't understand what she was saying.
That's not her fault.
I'm not saying it's her fault. I'm just saying
it's really stressful. You like can't speak the language. You're like on a bus.
No, I felt bad. She looked very stressed, so I was very nice to an old lady.
Good
I
job.
take after you.
Do you,
apparently,
though?
but you're just like the old person magnet. Whenever I'm with Rum, old people are literally chasing her down.
I'm really down.
It's the worst. Remember when we were waiting at the bus stop for like 20 minutes, and every 5 minutes an old person was coming up to us? It was so annoying.
Thursday, I do have a coffee date with my really good friend. She's 88. Really excited.
Does she watch the podcast?
She doesn't speak English.
Oh, it's not the original old lady.
I have another old lady that's 103 that lives in America.
Does she watch the podcast?
I feel like no.
Did you tell her about it?
No.
Rum.
Sorry. Anyways, so I'm really excited, but I'm really proud of you. I was also thinking of a story that we do have a quiz next week, and I just don't really get, like, how it works in Israel. Maybe I'm stupid, but, like, if you have a quiz, like, it's in a week, you know the material, like, okay, whatever, it's annoying. The teacher learned new material today. The class went psycho. Everyone's screaming at the teacher, like, literally, like, 20-minute fight about, like, also, like, how much chomer is on the, like, how much material is on the quiz. Going off, it's literally 4 chapters. 2 of them we learned in class already. So, like, what? Multiple choice.
I feel like your class, how many questions?
10, 15.
Oh my God.
It's literally a joke. Like, so people are just going crazy. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, have you, like, in high school, that was like a normal Tuesday.
Yeah.
That was like every other day we had something like that.
Listen, Israelis are really resilient when it comes
Yeah.
to rockets
But
and
not when it comes to
terrorist
school
attacks
or
and
something.
army. Give them like a cold room and they don't
Oh
know how
my
to
God.
function.
Literally, I can't. Kafupo. No,
Yeah.
it's boiling. Literally, the air conditioning wasn't even on today in my class. I was sopping
It wasn't
wet.
on today?
It was like maybe on, but I was so hot. I don't even know if it was
That
on.
would actually ruin my whole day.
It did. I was sitting there sopping wet. I knew I started
I'd
smelling.
go home.
I
I'd
was like,
literally
hey,
go home.
I actually smell. Like, sorry, guys. And no one said anything for the whole 3 hours. That's what bothers me.
People are like wearing jackets.
Yeah, like people are like, and I'm like, I'm sticky. Like, I'm actually sticky. I'm getting thirsty because I'm so hot.
No, I would be out of there. That just like wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Anyways.
What else is going on? How are you?
Doing wonderful. That's really it. I am so excited for school to be over.
I like haven't gotten to the mindset that like school is ending.
What?
Because I'm just like so like in it. Like I need to study. I like can't even think of like a world where I don't have school for 4 months, you know?
So I haven't started studying yet. That's why. I'm saying my tests only start in like a month.
In a month? My tests
first
are in
test-
2 weeks.
Right, so my first test is July 8th.
Oh, I'm done by then already.
Actually?
Yeah. I think I'm done
How
at the
many
end of
tests do you
June.
have?
Also 4. But
How are
they
you
start in
done?
2 weeks.
So that's
Twice a week.
Oh, so I have once a week.
Oh, that's annoying.
No, I like it so much better.
Why? It stretches them out for so long.
Yeah, but it's one test a week, so you just focus on that one for a week. I'm not studying for a whole week straight, so it's so chill. It's like way more chill.
Well, not all of us have easy material that we could just study for a week.
Rumble. Anyways,
So yeah. So I just thought you would appreciate.
I'm really proud
That
of you.
story.
As your older sister,
Thank you.
you get a gold star.
Thanks, Ram.
Whatever.
Yeah. So today's episode is actually a requested episode.
Was it really?
Yeah, someone asked about it.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah. That we should discuss the topics that couples should talk about before getting engaged, married,
Etc.
things of the sorts. I do think that it's important to say I don't always love these kinds of episodes
So general.
because I do think yes, it's so general and it also is like so black and white. Like sit down and have a conversation about this. Like as I was writing these down this morning, I was like so many of these topics were things that I discovered about my relationship over time. You know what I mean? And it kind of just felt natural. Very little of them, maybe a few of them was like we sat down and we were like, okay, like how do we want to do this? A lot of them just felt like a lot of little conversations over time and getting to know each other, and it naturally went in that direction. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I was gonna say is that I think the point of this list that we made is not sit down and have a conversation. It's that if you
Know
haven't
these
discussed
things,
this yet,
yeah.
and if it's unknown, maybe you should sit down and talk about it.
Right.
Most of the time, I'm assuming if you're dating for more than like a month, you will have already discussed it because that's what happens when you're dating someone.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's like the difference. And I will say too that like I also these things are a little bit difficult because sometimes these things aren't relevant to some people, or it's very gray, or there's certain things that apply to a couple and not to others. So take this with a grain of salt in a way, because every relationship's different, every couple's different.
Yeah, and like it's not necessarily like sit down with the list we gave and be like, okay, we
Yeah.
have to talk about this, this, and this. Like kind of like as I was writing, I was like, okay, I know the answer to this, I know the answer to this, we've discussed this, I know this, I know that. And it's like just keeping in your mind or also like in the general direction of where
Yeah.
this relationship is going. And if I want to spend the rest of my life with someone, what are things I should know about them
Yeah.
and our relationship?
Yeah. I was going to say, too, it's just funny because Rachel, like, started writing stuff, and then I was, like, also writing, and the difference of our handwriting.
Oh my god, I didn't even see that.
Because writing on an iPad's really hard.
Rums just doesn't. No, and my pen has been like having problems. I have to talk to chat.
Okay,
No,
thanks.
it's not you. My pen's been having problems. Like only when I hold it at a specific angle.
Okay, that's really validating because I think I have really good handwriting, and then I
You
saw
do.
your handwriting like from the list.
Oh,
like,
this is like messy for me.
okay,
for the
but
iPad.
Mine too. Okay.
No, yours is like really bad. Like look at this. This is so much better.
Okay, fine. that
See
makes
how
me
it's
feel
like
better.
being normal?
Okay.
Anyways.
Thanks for the validation.
Yeah, of course. So I guess we'll just like start.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we'll start with like the classic financial.
Is that classic?
You don't think that is?
No.
Why?
I feel like that's not like the thing that people think about.
What? I feel like it's so the thing people think about.
Really? Comment down below, please.
I feel like it's literally like classic, like, how are you gonna handle money? Because everyone's always like, oh, everyone fights about money. So, like, I don't know.
Okay. No, I feel like it's so. I feel like classic is like conflict. Kids and conflict and like religious stuff. Religious stuff to me is very classic.
So interesting.
Okay.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about how you and Wedge approach that? How you
Financial stuff?
suggest to other couples?
Yeah, I'd say that, again, if you're dating someone for more than like a second, you'll know their vibe in terms of money, and you'll know like where they come from and like what their experience has been. And I think it's important to know what they want in the future. But it's a little bit, this one's a little bit complicated because like you don't know like what your job is going to be. You don't know your financial situation. So it's something that's a little bit out of our control. So I do think it is a little bit more complicated than just like, oh, like talk about it. Because like you could say I want $1 million. I'm like, okay, good for you.
Well, I don't think the conversation should necessarily be like, how much money do you want? But a general, how do we relate to money in general? So like,
Yeah.
am I spending every shekel that I get? Am I gonna save a certain amount? What are my goals financially? Do I want to be
Yeah.
able to buy a house? Do I want to travel? And every single one is okay. And it doesn't mean if they don't align, you can't get married. It means like you just have to talk or figure it out. Like a really good question that me and Gilad have spoken about is like, what does financial stability look like to you? Like, what does that look like? Does it look like I'm rich and I don't have to look at the price ever? Does it look like, you know, I can pay for the things that I need to pay for while having a little bit, like, whatever. It looks different to everyone, but I think having that kind of conversation of just being on the same page and, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is what I meant to say is not, oh, I want $1 million, okay, whatever. I meant more of like, you could say you want to save, but a lot of people can't.
No,
you
of
could say that-
course.
So I'm just saying, I think it's a little bit complicated because you could sit down and have a plan and then reality hits and you actually don't have money to save or you have to spend a ton of money every month because of a health thing, God forbid. Like,
Yeah,
I
of
do
course.
think, meaning the approach is important of like, if someone's like a crazy cheap person and crazy spender, for sure, because that'll cause a lot of tension. But I think it's like that. I think that one specifically just has to be very like gamish, like very
Yes.
flexible because things change every second. There's so many things. Like you could be wanting to save, and then God forbid, like something happens to your car, and like,
For sure.
oh, I want to save this amount every month. So like, it's just the approach of it. So this one, at least for me, is like top of the list, like classic, like what we're talking about. Talking about religious observance in general. Now, so many people over the years have asked me this, just like because I got married before most of my friends, and this is my approach to it, and everyone can disagree and whatever. I think the most important thing is not how many mitzvot and halachot each person's keeping, it's what's your mindset. So I
Yeah.
always say this, and Ezra and I both have spoken about this when people ask us, like religiously, like how do you deal with this and this, da da da. You need to have the basics down pat, exactly the same. Shabbos, kashrut, nida. Those are the basic things that you cannot disagree on. Like you just can't, in my opinion. Meaning, if one of you wants to keep a kosher home, the other one doesn't, good luck. If one
Yeah.
of you wants to half keep kosher and the other one wants to keep full kosher, good luck, right? Like those things I think are, again, it's definitely possible, but it definitely,
It's very confusing for kids also growing up.
yeah,
like-
and I think it's not ideal in my opinion.
yeah.
And again, obviously, if that happens, like I think people can work on it and work through it. But that is something that you would have to know. This is a big hurdle that we have to talk about.
Yeah.
Shabbos, the same thing. You're going on your phone. I'm not. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Nida is the same thing because it affects both, like wife and husband. It affects the person. So I think the basic things, like those things, are the most basic. You have to agree on. You cannot disagree with each other. And then on top of that, I think, again, this is just my opinion and what I've learned over the years, is that both like girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, need to have a similar mindset in terms of religion. Do not have to be at the same page.
Yeah.
So, for example, I always say, when Ezra and I started dating and got engaged and whatever, we both, and thank God, like since then, have been in a growth mindset and always wanting to grow more in our religiosity, and we both have in different ways. And that does not mean that we started off at the same exact level. That does not mean we will be. Ever.
Or that you are now, even.
Yeah, exactly the same level. And on top of that, I'll say that growth mindset or happy with where you are mindset, I think it's really important that each person knows that the way that one of us connects is not going to be the way that the other one connects. For example, Ezra has a love of Gemara. He literally, like, I sometimes, like, joke that, like, me and the Gemara are, like, his two wives. Like, literally. I mean, that sounds weird, but, like, Mamash, like, that's what he loves. I literally couldn't, like, connect to it less in a lot of ways. It's one of, like, the lower things on my list of things I connect to. I still respect and everything. But it would be really unfair if he expected me to connect to Judaism through Gemara.
Yeah.
And same with me, the ways that I connect. So I think that's a big thing. And one more thing I'll say about this, and then you could share your thing, is you have to know that it's going to change.
Yeah.
It's going to change one way or another, small, big. You have to know that religiosity does not stay stagnant 24/7, exactly the same. So you have to know that going in. That does not mean you should, marry someone that's not religious in hopes they'll be religious. But to have that expectation, I think, of, okay, we're both going to be changing over the years. We'll figure it out, but to have the basics down pat.
No, yeah, and I think I completely agree with what you're saying. Having that foundation of, like, these are non-negotiables. Shabbos, Kasher, and Nida feels like the three biggest ones. And I think also, like, I totally agree with everything you're saying. And for me also, it was so important that someone was on a trajectory of, I want to be better in my Judaism and I want to constantly be growing and getting closer to God and whatever that looks like. And something that also is, like, so cool for me to see is, like, Gilad is so different than any, like, man I feel like I've ever met in terms of, like, connecting to Judaism. Like, he's not a Gemara guy. It's hard for him to, like, sit and learn. But, like, if you saw him play the piano, like, it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. So it's, like, he's a constant reminder to me, like, you can connect any way you want. And, like, I think he's, like, one of the most spiritual people ever. Like, and he doesn't even have to try. Like, it's just who he is. And so it's always such a reminder to me of, like, you can connect through anything. And, like, the world is here as an outlet for us to connect to God and for us to bring physical things into spiritual energy, and that looks different for everyone. Like, there have been so many times where I'm like, I remember we spoke about how, like, it's so hard for me also to, like, sit and open a book and, like, learn. And I was, like, talking about it with Gilad, and he was like, well, maybe that's just not how you connect right now. Yeah. And, like, maybe, when I'm, like, with kids and when I'm babysitting, I'm like, this is my shlichut. Like, this, like, it lights me up, and, like, that's totally amazing. Where was I going with that? Oh, and then also with the acceptance of, like, everyone has their own space to grow and, do whatever they want, and at the same time, like, grow together of, like, what kind of Jewish household, but that's the next topic. But yeah. So
I was going to just add to that too, that another part of this religious observance topic is what community would you want to live in? Meaning, if I want to live in a yeshivish American community in Beit Shemesh, you could be just as religious as someone who wants to be Chardal in the Shomron, whatever. Meaning, I do think that's also something to discuss.
Yeah, I think also this topic, I don't know if this is necessarily like a sit-down conversation. Like, to me, I felt like this was, like, how I got to know Gilad, and I saw the ways he connected, the way he felt about Judaism, and kind of just in different conversations. And then also keeping that in the back of your mind. And then, again, if you're about to get engaged and you don't know what your religious life is going to look like, obviously sit down and have a conversation. But I do think it's just a natural thing you see as you're 100%. In a relationship with someone. I think you
also just end up talking about it.
Yeah. Because that's just what you talk about.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
Next one.
Wait, can we stop for 1 second?
Sure.
I hate metal straws.
What? Yeah. Why?
I needed to say that. I'm sorry.
Why do you hate them?
Because, number one, like, the texture of them. Not texture, but, like, the feeling of them.
Why? It like keeps the drink so cold for
No.
you.
Number 2, I just imagine all the gunk inside, and I like not anything about you. Just
No,
in
we
general.
clean the inside.
I know, but I just because
We
I
have-
can't see what's in it. It's nothing to do with you.
We have a
I know.
special
I believe
thingy.
you. It's nothing to do with you. It's purely just like in my head that like I imagine like.
Do you want me to get you a
inside.
plastic straw? You drank the whole thing already.
Oh my god,
Brum.
no! And I just hate that it's heavy. I like something like light in my mouth. Okay, continue.
Do you like glass straws?
No.
I don't like glass straws either.
Plastic.
Because I don't want them to break in
Yeah,
my
no.
mouth.
Plastic all the way. Okay. Sorry.
She's killing the turtles.
Don't tell.
Remember that bit?
Wait, it literally wasn't a bit.
Obviously.
Remember
it's a
that
bit.
shirt that everyone had? Save the Turtles?
No.
With like a world. It was
When
like a
was
globe.
that? Was that Corona or before?
No, I think it was before.
I think so,
I'm feeling
too.
like 8th grade for me, but maybe I'm wrong.
8th grade for you?
Yeah.
That means I was in 6th grade? I don't think so.
It feels like very young.
I
don't
feel like
know.
I was in high school maybe.
Okay, so maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, sorry. Anyways.
Next topic. Speaking of plastic straws, kids.
That's something I would do.
Do you want kids? I think how many kids do you want is a stupid question.
So dumb. Don't
I
even.
don't like when people, because like you have no idea.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
what I'm
don't
saying
know.
about those. Yeah.
I no, just do you want kids? I think is important. If you're marrying someone who doesn't want kids and you're hoping that he or she is gonna want kids, you don't marry potential. Like you have to be happy with who they are now. And then yes, of course, you want them to grow and to learn and whatever, but don't marry X and hope that he's gonna be Y. I could do a whole episode on that. But yeah, I think the kids and I think that could be an actual conversation of like, oh, would you want kids? Like, do you want kids?
That also comes up when you're dating for like more than a minute.
No, I agree.
Naturally.
I think all of these things naturally come up. I think it's like comforting sometimes for people to know, like,
Right.
there are concrete things that I know
yeah.
about our relationship.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I feel like that's like pretty
Yeah.
self-explanatory.
Yeah, like, right, obviously.
Okay.
That's reminding me of what show was that we watched? Where they almost got married when one of them didn't want kids, the other one did, and then they broke up.
Oh,
What was that?
was it Love is Blind?
I don't know.
It must have been Love is Blind.
Yeah,
I
the
was-
Asian girl and the
Yeah.
Italian.
It was Love is... Wow, good memory.
Thanks,
It was
friend.
Love is Blind. She didn't want kids. And he was like, well, maybe she's gonna. Like,
Yeah.
don't.
And then obviously they broke up after like a year.
And then, like, she feels pressured, and then
Yeah.
he feels resentful. Like, stop it. Just either you both want kids.
Separate.
Yeah. Or you don't, or you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll do the next one also. So then, kids, this is also part of the same conversation. What kind of home do we want to build? And what could potentially get in the way of that? Like, I think it is everyone has baggage. Everyone has baggage, trauma, big T, little t, whatever it is. Everyone has their stuff. And it's not bad, it's not wrong, but you need to know, walking into our marriage, what is some of like the dust that I bring and what's some of the dust that you bring? Because we need to know when it comes up, because it will, because that's life, to be like, oh, hey, remember this is like your stuff coming up and let's talk about that and deal with that. Especially if you're trying to build a certain kind of home. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think so.
I think so too.
Maybe the person who doesn't get it needs to.
Yeah, seriously.
Listen up, please.
If you don't understand it, we're
Go to
talking to
therapy.
you. No, but like, for example, if someone came from a really angry home and they don't want to raise their children like that, it's their responsibility to say, okay, I have a tendency to get angry, but I don't want to grow up in the same home that I did. And it's not bad that I get angry. I'm not a bad person. This is just the challenge that God gave me. And so thank God I have a partner, a wife, a husband, a spouse who like can say to me, oh, hey, why don't you go cool down for a second? I'll deal with this. Or then you start to notice yourself, I'm going to get angry. I need to step away. And whatever it is of like that. So that could be an example of I want to build a calm home, but I have a tendency to get angry. So stuff like that. Or yeah, I feel like that was a good example. But yeah, so I don't know. I think that's like a really, really important conversation that like everyone should be aware of their baggage.
That's what I was about to say, that I think that one specifically, like the way you wrote it, is just very much each person needs to be aware of themselves and their partner and have to also accept that partner struggles with X. Mm-hmm. Meaning there's the acceptance of yourself that I struggle with anger, I struggle with whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's my partner struggles with anxiety, this and that. I don't like it and we're going to work on it, and you have to see that your partner's willing to work on it, because if not, then there's nothing to talk about. And then also to accept that. And I think awareness is like one of the most important words in this whole conversation.
Yeah. And like advice that mom always gave me when I was dating was like, everybody has flaws. Every single person. What you're doing through dating is, can I live with this flaw forever, or is this too much for me? And it's okay to say, whoa, dude, way too much baggage, not for me.
Someone that has a ton of great qualities, but for some reason you're just not down, like, okay, that person's not for you. They have great qualities. It's not for you. Like, I feel like it's kind of similar.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I think just like awareness and like also recognizing, because I think what also then became really hard for me was like, then it's like any flaw that like Gilad had like made me so nervous, because like from past relationships and whatever, and like no one's perfect. And like that's also what's so beautiful about marriage is like you're so imperfect and you still love each other and you still give each other a hug and care for each other, and you're like literally perfectly imperfect together, and like messing up and figuring things out. And like it just, Mrs. Braun once told me, like, God just works his magic and it just somehow works. Like that's literally what it is.
It's funny because I actually struggled with the opposite thing, that when Ezra and I were dating in the beginning of our marriage, like I thought he was perfect. Not in a childish way, in a I struggle with X and he doesn't struggle with it type of thing. And his struggles, I think, weren't as like obvious because they're not as dramatic, if that makes sense. And so for a while I would just feel so bad about myself because I thought like, wow, like Ezra's so perfect, like his struggles are like baktana, and like he like is chilling, loves life, like so chill, so fun. Like I like have to go to therapy every week. And like over time it was so comforting to realize that he actually has a ton of like flaws too that like actually matter, and it wasn't just like, oh.
Next.
This is a big one. Gender roles. Husband and wife, not just one. And I think this is important because this one I think comes a lot with how you grew up.
Yeah.
And society also, like how you grew up and where, which community, whatever. And it can cause a lot of problems, not because of anyone's fault, if the wife is expecting X from the husband and he doesn't even know because he doesn't see the roles that way, and the husband expecting Y from the wife and she doesn't even know that he's expecting it, and then he gets mad. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's a big one. For example, if you are expecting your husband to work in corporate America and like provide for the whole family, and you want to stay home, and he's like, what, we're both going to work and have two like chill jobs or whatever, then that's like a huge thing that can come up. And you know, does that make sense?
Yeah. And I think also just in general, like what roles are we going to take on, especially in the household? There's so many things that need to get done, right? Is that going to be, just like, and a lot of these things, I think specifically with gender roles around the household, like you only really figure that out once you're actually married and you see what needs to get done.
Yeah, it's not make or break.
I don't think so either. I think this is like such an easy, not like easy, but like it's such a...
Easier.
Yeah, easier. Like, okay, let's just talk about it and figure it out. I do think it can become a problem if like there's one person who's very extreme on either end. So like if a woman like wants to cut the challah and the husband's like, no, like I would never, like tradition, whatever, obviously
like,
that's...
don't leave the house.
Yeah, like that's whatever. I personally love being a trad wife. That's what I was meant to do. So Gil tries to be like, get in the kitchen, and I'm like, okay.
I don't know what I am.
Wow, you don't feel like...
I feel like I'm in the middle because I love hosting, cooking, whatever, but I also can never stay in the house all day. Like, I'd go crazy.
So I don't think I would actually be able to do it forever. That's why I'm in school, and I do think it's important to have a degree and an option to work. My dream would be, like, work twice a week in the mornings and then just, like, be a wife and a mom the rest of the time. That's, like, my dream. Like, even now when I have days where, like, I'm just, like, doing wife things the whole day, I'm, like, having the best day. I'm like, this is awesome. No, but I know it doesn't last forever, and, like, you need to have your own identity outside of that. So, yeah. Our next topic... How do we each handle conflict? How is that going to pose as a challenge?
Yeah.
Feeling goofy.
It's because we're so hungry. Hey guys, I'm hungry.
Hey hungry, I'm Dad.
Oh my god, I hate you.
You did that to yourself.
That was really triggering.
Are you okay?
Go to your room.
Flip-flop. Rum's cackling up a storm and has lip gloss on her teeth. Okay, you're good. Okay. So how do we handle conflict?
How do we handle conflict?
I do think that a lot of people... Uh-oh.
The giggle juice is coming out.
Shoot! I think...
Okay.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
If anyone gets the reference, love you, bye.
If you don't, please leave.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So... I do think a lot of people handle conflict. I can't look at you.
So don't.
I think a lot of people handle conflict differently, and when two different... Why are you
It's not me, it's you.
You're sitting there like this.
Because I'm trying not to... When you purposely don't look at me, it makes me laugh.
So basically...
Anyways, what we were saying was...
No, Rum, it's not funny.
It's really...
Some people actually need our help. For example, some people, when they fight, they don't want to talk about it. Some people do want to talk about it. Everyone approaches things so differently. And again, not to say you have to deal with conflict the same way. Chances are you're not going to deal with conflict the same way because no two people are the same. But to just say, like, okay, you deal with it this way, I deal with it that way. What can we do in a situation to make sure, like, everyone's on the same page type vibe? What do you think?
No, I agree with that. I think that's very accurate, and I think that's also something that comes up naturally because you're gonna have a fight when you're dating, and I think it's to, like, you have to let steam live. Like, you have to
pay attention
to it and say, hey, wait, like, it's not stun that you're fighting this way or that way. It's really important, and to just talk about it exactly. Like, what do you do in a fight not what do you do?
Yeah, like, how do you react? What do you do?
How do you react? What do you do? How do you speak? Does that work? Like, meaning it's just something to talk about, but I think it does come up naturally.
Yeah, and I think also, especially, like, you'll notice patterns in your fights of, like, oh, it's coming up again. Like, okay, let's talk about it. It's okay. It's not bad. And, like, it's all good. We figure it out. We work it out. What did you mean by this?
So I wrote...
You just wrote expectations.
I wrote expectations because I think it is relevant for a lot of different areas. Okay. And I think it's not, I expect this from you, like that type, where it's like, I'm expecting my wife to make me dinner every night, blah, blah. I meant more of like, no, I just meant expectations.
Yeah.
Like,
what? I'm not. No. Okay.
Expectations meaning not, oh, I'm expecting my wife to make me dinner and this and that. More of expectations of a lot of different topics, meaning what do I expect from life? Now, it sounds stupid and it sounds like, hey, duh, but it's actually not, because a lot of the times, at least in my experience, that I've seen with a lot of different people and like TV shows even, one person comes into marriage one way, one person comes in the other, and they're expecting just off the bat these like things that the other person has no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah. It
could be cultural, it could be religious, it could be just expectations in general. I think over-communicate, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, and I think an example of that, for example, like even just the smallest things. If you're going away for Shabbos, one person might be expecting, oh, of course we're going to go on Thursday night so we can have all day Friday. The next person might be expecting, obviously we're going an hour before Shabbos because that's what I've always done. And then just even to communicate, like, oh, like, what are you thinking for tomorrow? Oh, I really wanted to leave Thursday night. And the other would be like, what, Thursday night? I really want, and talk about it so that it's not like one person's all packed and ready to go on Thursday night and the other person's like, wait, like, what?
Yeah.
And I think those are also things you learn as you go.
I think it can prevent a lot of fights if you say, like, hey, I was thinking this, what are you thinking? Just say that even before whatever thing we're talking about happens. It could literally be as small as going for Shabbos to kids, you know what I mean? Like, anything in between, that's why I wrote it so big.
Yeah, no, and I think it's true, and I think it's also, like, I don't know, I'm just, like, what's coming to my mind is, like, just, like, random, like, I feel like going out, there's a lot of different expectations of, like, when you're going out anywhere, to a wedding, to dinner, on a walk, literally anything, because everyone grows up in different ways. So, like, oh, when we go to a wedding, we leave after the first dance, but when we go to a wedding, we leave after the chuppah, whatever it is, and so, I don't know, there's still a lot, people come with expectations just because, oh, this is what we always did, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and so I think that's a good one.
Thanks.
Okay, last one. What do you need to feel loved? I think that's really, really important.
Thanks, Ram.
Sure, comma.
I wrote it, that's why.
So you want to expand more?
No, you can go.
Well, first of all, I think it's hard to learn what you need to feel loved, like just in general. Like, I don't think I knew that before I was in a relationship. Before even I was married, I think I learned so much more about how I feel loved once we were actually married. And I was like, oh, like when you clean up the house, that makes me feel really loved. Like just like random things that like you wouldn't know if you weren't married. So that's number one, like having that awareness of what we were saying, like what makes me feel loved, what, and that can change from time to time. One, like you could think it's quality time when really it's, I don't know, acts of service, whatever it is. Because again, 99% of the time, you're not going to have the same love languages, and that's okay. You're different people. And you're obviously only going to love the way that you like, because that's what you know, not because we're
natural,
selfish, not because it's bad, but yeah. And so I think it's like, once I started paying attention of like, oh, what's something that I do for Gilad? Then I'm like, oh, I would love for him to do that for me, and then to communicate that. So yeah, like I think, because then it can lead to resentment so quickly of just like, you don't show me you love me, you don't do this, you don't do that, when like it could just be a conversation of like, hey, I would really appreciate it if you did X, Y, and Z. And I think a lot of people get stuck in like, well, if I'm asking him to do something, that means like, why isn't he doing that already? It's like, well, you didn't marry a mind reader, you married a person who doesn't always know what, you know what I mean?
Well, I was going to say about that, too, is that it's not, oh, you don't care about me. It's, oh, you're showing love in a way that is maybe not mateen for me.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just, for me, I need this. And I think also what you're saying, this one is actually extremely not, like, obvious. And, like, the other ones that we spoke about, this is, like, actually something that I wish I thought about before I got married. Not because it's bad or good, but because I think it would just make both people feel even better.
Yeah.
If they sat down and just thought about it for a second. And I think it's also, it changes. It's not like set in stone, but there really is, in my opinion, like something to be said about like how the person feels loved.
Yeah.
And if you can know that early on, like you're just setting yourselves up for success.
Yeah. For sure.
And I think it's important also for exactly what you're saying, meaning I could go to my husband and say, hey, you don't love me, you don't care about me. He's like, what do you mean? I do the dishes every night for you, and like I clean the floors every night because I know it's important to you. And you're like, wait, but I asked for a letter. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
It's really, and it doesn't mean that they don't care. It's that just
so
that's what I'm saying. It's not, oh, if I tell them it's fake. It's no, I'm telling him which way is the best, not to love me. You know
and then I think it's also important, like the other way around, of like, oh, when he's doing the dishes, he's telling me he loves me. Of like,
to notice that.
Yeah, it's like meeting everyone in the middle. It doesn't mean that like, oh, well, then like he can't write me letters because I have to see. No, it's both. Yes, he should write you letters if that's how you feel loved. And
you appreciate
he did the dishes because he loves me, and that's what he said. That's how he expresses his love. And so it's like learning each other's languages and learning to see them. And then it just like is awesome because then you just feel loved and are giving love all the time because it's like you're learning how to do that. So yeah, those are just our humble opinions.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hey.
Our favorite part of the episode, your advice. Our advice. Sorry. I just meant like your guys' questions for advice.
Your guys, yeah.
Like you, camera, advice.
Asking us for advice.
Don't forget that the advice link is in our highlights under advice link. It is completely anonymous. We don't see your name. We don't see who you are. So yeah, send us any questions. We literally have a ton. Thank God you guys are amazing.
Yeah. It's going to take a while to get through them, but keep sending.
But we will get to them eventually. Make sure you are specific in what you are asking, because if you're not specific, it's much harder for us to know exactly what you're asking. So yeah. Okay. First question.
I'm 19 and I can't stop thinking about this one guy, even though it's been almost 2 years and he's clearly not interested in me. I've tried to move on, meet new people, and distract myself, but somehow I always end up thinking about him again. It's starting to feel exhausting and honestly a little embarrassing. How do I actually let go of someone my brain won't seem to cooperate?
Good job, Ron.
Thanks, Ron.
Oh, that's really hard. I've honestly never experienced that. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that, first of all, I feel like just from the way this is said, like, please give yourself grace. Be nice to yourself. This is hard, okay? Like, my brain won't cooperate. Like, that's so mean.
Yeah.
You know? Like, this is a hard situation, and emotions don't care about logic. Emotions don't care if the guy's not interested. Emotions are there. So, it doesn't matter if you know he's interested. It doesn't matter if logically you know it doesn't make sense. Doesn't matter. Emotions are there, and that's okay. I'd actually be interested to know what is it that keeps bringing you back to that guy.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Meaning, is it the looks? Is it like the idea of him? Is it the idea of a boyfriend in general and he's the last guy that you've liked? Is it his personality traits? Is it that he gave you attention and no other boy did? Or, you know, I think about that and think about what it is that's drawing you to him all these years, and then try to find
what needs healing there.
Yeah, because it's not, oh, I liked attention, let me get attention from another boy. It's more that, yeah,
it's like,
healing.
what's healing? There's clearly something
that needs attention.
Like, yeah, that needs attention within you. I honestly don't think this has anything to do with him, because, like, it just doesn't. Like,
it's just the guy that happens to be relevant.
He's representing whatever it is you need to work on in yourself, and I would look inwards and be like, oh, like, my therapist always says, like, what's going on for me here? Like, what's coming up for me? What wound is this? And maybe you might need a therapist to help you do that, because that's very hard and scary to do alone. But, like, in all seriousness, I really think this is clearly a wound talking, because if you were meant to be with him, he would be interested in you.
Not just that, if you had a crush on him, eventually it would peter out when you're not getting attention from him. Like, I think that's just how it works with, like, if you have a crush, like, you get obsessed, whatever, and then eventually you realize you're not interested, eventually the distraction actually works. So here, if it's not for 2 years also, I think I agree with that. It's something else.
There's something else for sure. And, like,
it's not bad.
No, not bad. It's
Don't
just
blame
like
yourself.
Something that needs to be looked at and worked on, and just like, most of the time, like, these things just want to be seen, and, like, that's it, you know?
Totally. Accept it, notice it. Yeah.
See what's going on in there.
Yeah.
Good luck. And send us an update.
Yeah, please. We're rooting for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Where do you buy your jewelry? I love your earrings.
Ooh, change of pace.
Yeah.
Where do I buy my jewelry? I'm trying to think. I feel like I get it actually from all different places.
Same. I don't have a single place.
My first hoops, Gilad got them for me, like, on a store near our house. And then the second ones on my right ear are from Target.
Love it.
The second and third on my left ear, they're like two hoops that are connected by a chain. They're from, like, a boutique here in our city. And then it's just a diamond stud.
Okay, sick.
What about you?
Hate to say this. This is top 10.
Your first hoops.
My first hoops are top 10. Now, I will say I can only wear real silver, metal, whatever.
Are they stainless steel?
I think so, because I got these 2 years ago, and they're still, like, I think it was 20 shekel. But it was real. Either stainless steel or
stainless
something.
steel is the best.
These I got from...
Wait, describe what they are for our listeners.
They're, like, diamond ovals.
Yeah.
You guys know the duck stand?
Obviously, the duck stand.
In Israel, it's like in every mall ever. So got those there. Don't know what it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about, the duck stand.
Obviously, the ducks.
And then these are just studs also. Like, my thirds are just studs. This Jewish store necklace, not really anywhere.
That's from the yellow stand.
Oh, the yellow stand. I forgot about that. The yellow stand. Guys, what's the yellow one all over Israel too? Let me know.
Roni Khan.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so Roni Khan.
I think.
This puppy is the duck stand. Wait, I think I love the duck stand. It's my necklace with, like, 3 triangle...
like, diamond
kind of things.
Yeah.
Also the duck stand. So
Beautiful.
I think I'm a duck stand girl.
Beautiful. I just have, like, a plain gold, like... What is this? Not like a chain.
No, it's not a chain. It's not a chain.
Like a...
piece. What is that called?
Like a snake?
No, it's not a snake.
It's like a classy gold necklace.
Circle?
This is from the yellow stand.
Oh my god. Wait, Rom, I think we're yellow stand and duck people.
Because they're good. And they have not such expensive jewelry that lasts really
quality,
well.
Yeah.
I've had this also for, I think, over a year. It's stainless steel. And yellow gold is so much harder to find because, like, it's all plated and then it rusts and then whatever. And then my other necklace, I have a chai. I had a G that Gil got for me because I wanted it, not because he, like, just wanted me to wear his letter around my neck. I wanted it. But then it was gold plated, and so then it turned silver. So I have to get a new G, but like I just haven't done
I
that.
like your chai. What's wrong with
No,
that?
I love the chai. Also, I just want the G because I love the G.
Where's that from?
So I have a chai, and so I got this second necklace actually is solid gold, and so is the chai. I bought it as a present for myself after I broke up with a boyfriend, and
Wait, I forgot about this.
yeah, and I wanted to buy something that represents my like courage and bravery for like breaking up with him. So I bought this big chai
Getting sentimental.
just to like remember for myself, and so it's actually really sentimental. It's like a present to myself. So yeah, and
Beautiful.
those are the necklaces that I wear. And then my rings, I just have my engagement and wedding rings.
Mazel tov.
Oh, and I have a bracelet. It's like a yellow gold with like little balls on it. Gil's parents got it for me when we got engaged.
Cool.
What about your rings?
Forgot to say my rings. So, a new engagement ring. Just got engaged recently. Kidding. I got myself a fake ring, 300 check from like this like French lady. So
In the mall, yeah.
Yeah.
We do need to talk about how you did copy me with the ring.
I will accept that.
Thank you.
This guys, Tolly copied Rachel.
Thank you.
It's June. June,
But I don't remember when.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just saying it out loud. I copied Rachel. And I'm proud of it.
And it's something to be proud of.
not when you do it every day.
I got the oval plain first, and then Rum got it second, and now we're matching, so it's beautiful.
Yeah.
What?
I'm kidding. Rum. And then I have this
I
square.
love this ring.
Same. It's low-key my favorite.
It's so pretty.
Love you, Atara. If she's watching, she must be. I got this
It's a
square silver ring in
Like
Austria.
textured. It's so
with, like,
pretty.
Texture. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Real silver. It was like really cheap. Got it in Austria with her. And it was really fun. Had to get like a sentimental.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's my favorite ring. Then this one is blue dye. It's not
Heart.
diamond. Blue heart. It's like a, I don't know, stone maybe.
Yeah.
Got this from Grandpa from
For your
Bat
bat
Mitzvah.
mitzvah. It's so
So
cute.
it actually is really sentimental. I rediscovered it last year, and since then it's been perfect.
She wears
And
it
then-
every day.
Yeah, and then wedding ring.
Yeah. And should we talk about that we have a silver and gold?
Situation.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like there just always is. With any friends or sisters, like there's always the silver one and the gold one.
Hey, I'm Silver. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm gold. How are you?
I forgot who told me. Also, like, I forgot who told me this. They're like, you should really wear gold because like, your hair is like yellow. And I was like, shut up.
Oh my God. Did you ask them? No.
First of all, didn't ask. Second of all, I don't agree with that. I think silver gives me like a less yellow. Like I need a little bit less yellow on me. Do you know what I
You
mean?
need more like cool tones.
Yeah, like I need something to cool me down.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm
Whatever,
just
it's funny.
obsessed with yellow gold. Like I just love
Yeah.
it, and I think it looks so good on me. So
I think both look good. I think the whole thing is stupid. Like gold is beautiful, silver is beautiful.
Oh my God, should we talk about the color analysis? Whenever I'm watching a video,
I can't with that.
No, wait. When I'm watching a video and they're like holding up the
they're
color,
like,
and then they put it down. They're like, "Whoa, that's such a huge difference." I never see a
Yeah,
difference.
same.
I've never once seen a difference in my whole life. It's a scam.
First of all, it's a scam because you're paying for it. Meaning, like,
Yeah.
I know that like blue will bring out my eyes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to pay $600. I'm kidding. I don't know how much it is to know that.
Yeah.
And
And it's also like
so dumb.
now you're telling me that like red looks bad on me and I
doesn't.
wear red all the time. Like so now I'm just like I don't need to be thinking about that
Yeah.
because no one can see it
no
except
one's noticing
like
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so
cancel that, please.
that's my truth. I just needed to tell that.
Okay, we have one more question that's like really deep and nothing to do with jewelry.
Perfect.
Do you believe in soulmates or can you have a relationship with anyone?
I think yes to both. I think I do believe in soulmates. I truly believe that like your soulmate is the other half of your soul from God, that like he said 40 days before you were born, like this is who you're going to marry. And I believe that from the bottom of my heart. And I also believe technically, yeah, you can make it work with anyone. Does that mean it's right? No. But I do think you can make it work with anyone. It might not be who, like, I don't know. Like, I think
You think you can make it work with anyone? I don't think that's true.
not happily.
Making it work means it works.
No, not necessarily. Making it work just means you're in the relationship, in my opinion.
So I see making it work as like success, and then I don't think that's true. But if you're saying
Oh.
just being in a relationship, then yeah, you could be.
No, to me, like, making it work is like you stay married. But like, if we're going with your definition, then no, I don't think you can make it work with anyone. I guess it's just however you define it. What do you think?
Honestly, I know this sounds whatever, but I haven't really thought about this so much because I just feel like practically it doesn't really matter if we're talking about like practically, meaning whether I'm married, not married, like.
Why?
Because I'm either going to marry someone that I love and I'm happy with, or I won't. It's not.
Really? To me, it's like, it gives me so much comfort. Like, of course, Gil is like the other half of my soul.
So that I personally don't connect to because I don't feel like I know it sounds so whatever, but I feel like I'm a whole soul. I don't feel like I'm half. Like, I don't feel like I'm missing. I don't feel like I'm not a full person without Ezra. I feel like I'm my own self, my own entity, and I'm enhanced by Ezra and he's enhanced by me, but I don't see it as like half a soul.
No, I don't see it as half a soul. I think we're both complete people. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like a very mystical idea, but like...
Also, we don't know what we're talking about. But
no, at all. But like, I don't know. I just like...
Like, 1 + 1 = 1? You know that like...
No, and I agree with that.
Believe.
And I agree with that. And at the same time, I think it's both true that I'm whole and he is part of me.
Yeah, but that's different than saying two halves made one.
No, I think he's part of my soul. I don't think it's like, oh, I'm nothing without you. Like, I don't think it's that. And like, we were two halves and whatever. I do think that like, I don't really know how to explain this. Like, I remember, I'll never forget the feeling like after being married and like, I genuinely felt a wholeness within me. Not because I wasn't whole before, but like in a way I wasn't. Like, until like, I don't know, there's like a settled... I don't really know how to explain it. Like, I think, yes, everyone's whole and complete and amazing and awesome and we don't need anyone and whatever. But we're put on this earth to build connections with people. And I think the most fulfilling thing you can do is find someone who does complete you.
I really believe 1 + 1 = 1. That Kabbalistic idea, like, I really connect with. I'm not going to explain it now because I fully don't even get it. Two wholes come together to make one because you come together still, but you're still separate. It's, like, interesting. So I don't know. I feel like that's meaning what you're saying. Yes, like he completes me, he enhances me, and vice versa. But I don't connect to the like two halves thing.
Really? No, I love it. Like my favorite bracha, like Sheva bracha, is Yotzer Ha'adam because it's like you're literally back to being one soul again. Like you're one soul now, and you're one. But I don't know. I agree with. To me, it's like both are true at the same time. Like. He's the other half of my soul, and I'm complete. I don't know. It like is Kabbalistic in my head, and it makes sense in my soul and in my head. But when I bring it down to this physical world, it doesn't make sense.
It's hard
but
to
like,
explain.
I do believe in soulmates. That's the moral of the story.
Got it.
Do you?
I don't know. Like that's what I'm saying. I honestly feel like I can't even say an opinion because I haven't thought about it enough. But I do think that. I mean, I just think about this all the time, that it makes no sense that Ezra and I met.
Yeah. Hi, me and Gil. Are you kidding?
No, but I'm saying even with that story, whatever, I'm not going to say that whole story. But, like, for me, I was not supposed to go to Moshe that summer. I was not supposed to go to camp. I was supposed to work with you guys. And then all of a sudden, last minute, my friend convinced me to go to camp, which is where Ezra was. And then also, my friend happened to be really close with Ezra, and that's how I met. Like, it makes no sense. So, in that way, I believe in soulmates. But... I don't believe in the half souls looking for each other and that type of stuff. I more see of like we were two souls that were meant to be together. So Hashem did everything in His power to make us.
I think that still is soulmates. I don't think that.
Yeah,
like,
I guess. I don't know. I don't know like the label. I don't know.
I'm saying soulmates doesn't have to be two halves coming together. It could just be like you guys are meant to be together.
Some people probably believe in it.
I'm saying like, do you think you could have made it work with anyone else? Like, no.
No, but going back to the making it work thing, I think I could have been in a relationship with someone else. I wouldn't have been happy.
If we're saying making it work in a successful, happy way.
Know.
So there you have it. So you can't make it work with anyone. But if by making it work you mean ignore yourself for the rest of your life, then sure.
Yeah,
you can make it work.
LOL.
Well, that's our advice.
Ending on a great note.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks for watching. Please keep sending us really deep and thoughtful questions.
And like the chill.
Yes. Please send us both.
Love you guys. Bye.